Okay, we're looking at what I've called living in bondage. And of course, we start with a song from east to west. There is no other God from north to south. I say there is no. Okay, well, the title is actually derived from a film which is one of the breakout films in Hollywood, Living in Bondage, that premiered in early 90s. Of course, this is not the entire history of the Nigerian film industry because the film industry goes way back. But the one that actually has been able to get into the public consciousness is Nollywood. And this, anytime you talk about Nollywood, you must talk about living in bondage. In terms of the Nollywood tradition, it was shot straight to video. In other words, it wasn't, I know now the films are being shown in film theaters, but in the past, this was the way to go. Then they are replicated and then made available. And of course, they were very popular. People ready to consume to consume the movies every time they come out. And of course, that's a very broad appeal, not just to Nigerians, but Africans and Africans in diaspora. But the movie itself was about Andy, who was going through untold suffering and was looking for a way to be able to, break out of that circle of poverty. And he was introduced to a cult, and that cult would allow him to begin to live a life of opulence, have untold riches. The catch was that he would make available his wife as a sacrifice, which is what he did. So usually those are the kinds of things that you find, whenever one makes deals with the devil, and usually the consequences are terrible. In his own case, apart from sacrificing the love of his life, all kinds of tragedies befell him, including running mad. You know, So those are the kinds of patterns that we are talking about, where you have maybe recurring, maybe deaths in the family, maybe people die young because people have made deals with the enemy that the generation is now passing through. But what we need to realize is that no matter the patterns, no matter the kinds of things that the devil have unleashed on us, either because of generational curses or because of some of the deals that parents or grandparents have entered into, we can actually come to Zion and get deliverance. Just like Andy did, he came to the Lord, confessed his sins, and got deliverance. If you look at Isaiah 61, verse 3, to console those who mourn in Zion, to give them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that they may be glorified. So if you, maybe because of your family connection, you've been, put in, made those kinds of deals, you have seen particular patterns, people dying young, particular illness in the family, spiritual attack, you know, you need Christ in your life. If you look at Matthew 15, verse 13, but Jesus replied, every plant that my heavenly Father has not planted will be pulled up by the roots. God has given us power to pull those things from the very roots so that we stop living in bondage and have complete and total freedom and liberty.